Hey y'all, join me today as I show you how to make a cheesy, and when I say cheesy, I mean cheesy turkey lasagna. Let's get cooking, y'all. All right, to get this lasagna started, we're going to begin boiling our water. Now you're gonna wanna fill a large pot with water because as you know, lasagna noodles are huge. So we're gonna get the water boiling. I turned the temperature on high and now I'm just gonna add salt to the water. Now I've always heard that when you're cooking pasta, you wanna make the water salty like the ocean, so we're gonna make it pretty salty. As the water is coming to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and cook the turkey. Now the brand that I'm using is Nature's Promise from Food Lion. It's an organic turkey. You can use whatever kind of turkey you would like. This turkey is 99% fat-free, and so just keep in mind that the leaner your meat, the drier the meat will be, and it'll be a little bit firmer. I'm going to cook the turkey between medium and medium-high heat, and as it's cooking, I'm going to use this meat masher to help chop up the meat and make it into small crumbles. If you don't have a meat masher, you need to get one. This tool is amazing. All right, while my turkey is doing its thing, I'm gonna sip on a glass of some sweet tea. If you are interested in how I make my sweet tea, you can check out this video right here. All right, back to cooking. So as the turkey continues to cook, I'm going to continue to use the meat masher to mash the turkey up into the smallest crumbles that I can get. And I'm also going to use the meat masher to stir the turkey. And as the turkey is cooking, I'm also going to season it with salt and pepper and just use however much salt and pepper you would like. I love pepper, so I use it very generously. At this point, I'm still waiting for my water to come to a boil, and so I'm just going to continue to mash the meat into small crumbles and stir it around as well. My turkey is cooked all the way through, so now it's time to add the sauce. A brand of sauce that my family likes to use is Rao's, and so I'm going to use a large jar of the Rao's marinara sauce and a small jar of Rao's pizza sauce. Now you may be wondering or asking yourself, why am I using marinara sauce? Or better yet, why am I using pizza sauce in a lasagna? But y'all, I promise you, the taste is amazing. To help me get all the sauce out of the jars, I'm going to put a little bit of water in them, and then I'm going to shake them. At this point, I'm going to trade my meat masher in for a regular spatula, just so I can give everything a good stir. So I've had my meat turned up to medium-high heat, and at this point, now that I've added the sauce, I'm going to turn it on low because the sauce will start popping and getting everywhere, and I don't want that to happen. I'm also going to put a lid on top of the sauce just to prevent it from splattering as well. My water has finally come to a boil, and I'm just going to use regular lasagna noodles. I'm going to use 9 noodles, so I'm just going to take them all out and plop them right into the water. Now, a pair of tongs is a good tool to have when it comes to stirring your lasagna noodles, and it's going to be a good tool to use when we are ready to take the lasagna noodles out of the water. I'm going to let my noodles boil for 15 minutes, stirring occasionally. And while the noodles are cooking, I'm also going to come back to my meat mixture and give that a stir as well. Now, before you put your lasagna together, you're going to want to taste your sauce and see if you need to add any extra seasonings. See if you need to add extra salt and pepper, or if you want to enhance the flavor with oregano, Italian seasoning, garlic, onion powder. You do your thing. This is your sauce. With me, I'm just flavoring it with salt and pepper. It is now time to put the lasagna together. So I'm going to use a 9x13 baking dish, and I'm going to spoon out some of the meat mixture, and I'm going to spread it on the bottom of the pan. What this will do is it will prevent your noodles from sticking to the bottom. It's time for the noodles. Now, I don't drain my noodles, I don't rinse my noodles, I just take it right out of the pot, just let it drip just for a second, and then I lay it right on top of the mixture. I'm gonna add 3 noodles to each layer. So you're gonna have 3 layers. So just keep that in mind as you are adding your ingredients. Now that my first layer of noodles are on, I'm going to spoon out some of the meat mixture and just ladle it right on top. So after I ladle on the meat mixture, I'm going to use some ricotta cheese, and I'm using the light ricotta cheese just because it's lower in calories. And I have half of a container here, and I'm actually going to use that whole half on this first layer. Now, the way I did it this go round is I added it to the top of the meat, but if you've worked with ricotta cheese, it is hard to spread. So on the next 2 layers, I actually add it to the noodles and then add the meat on top. Now, if you feel like this is too much ricotta cheese, by all means use less. This is your creation. This is your lasagna. I'm also going to be adding mozzarella cheese and sharp cheddar cheese, and both of these are the lighter versions, again, so that it's less calories. And so the first cheese I'm going to put on is the sharp cheddar cheese. I'm just grabbing a handful and I'm just going to sprinkle it on. After I'm done with the cheddar cheese, I'm going to repeat the process. I'm going to add noodles. After the noodles, I'm going to add a half of a small container of the light ricotta cheese. On top of that, I'm going to ladle on some more of the meat mixture. And then this time, instead of using the sharp cheddar cheese, I'm going to use the light mozzarella cheese and just sprinkle a handful or two on top of the meat mixture. Now after the mozzarella cheese, you're going to repeat that entire process a third time. Now I'm not going to bore you with that again with all those steps, so I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do to the top. I'm going to take both the cheddar cheese and the mozzarella cheese and just mix them together for my top layer. So after you have put your lasagna together, you're going to cover it tightly with tin foil, and you're going to put it into a preheated 375-degree oven for 45 minutes. Now while that is cooking, I'm going to continue to sip on my amazingly delicious sweet tea. Now y'all, this is a healthy sweet tea, so again, if you want to check out how I make it, you can check out this video right here. All right, 45 minutes is done, so I'm going to take the lasagna out of the oven. I'm going to carefully take the tin foil off because it is super hot. And it's going to cook for an additional 10 minutes. Now, cooking it without the tin foil on is going to help darken up the cheese and get the edges a little bit crispy. "10 minutes is done, and now it is time to take this baby out of the oven for good. And y'all, it smells amazing. I am so ready to dig my fork into this cheesy, yummy goodness. All right, y'all. Well, that's how I make homemade turkey lasagna. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.